Hi class, today we are going to continue our conversation on hacking passwords. And to be able to hack a password is a way to ensure that you can protect your own password. And this is a field, I guess you would call it, in the cybersecurity realm. Now, when I went to school back in 1991 to 1995 for my undergrad, cybersecurity wasn't much of a thing, so I am not formally educated in this, but I do have a decent amount of sense in this and I know a few things. So I'm going to keep it light, but we are going to just think, what does it take to protect yourself online? So one thing that happens is when you are making a password and putting it into a website, the website does not store your password as you type it. They encrypt it and they change it around, and your password ends up looking like this crazy string of characters that are nearly impossible to figure out. But once in a while, that database will get stolen by someone, and so they will have the thief will have your name, they'll have maybe your email address, but they won't have your password. They'll just have this weird string of stuff, and they can't do anything with it. The way these these passwords are stored is it's a one-way encryption, so it's nearly impossible to go backwards unless you get creative. And so we're going to talk about how you can get creative and how you can also stay safe from somebody who is being creative. So what happens though is people go and they get these lists of passwords, and then they start figuring out by putting their own passwords in and then matching the hashtags and saying, oh, this hashtag matches your hashtag. That means the password I just entered is the same password that you've been using. And so we're going to explore a few online tools that are available so you can play with this a little bit. And so I'm going to first say this I would need a hash string from. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, let me put in safe password. So I think that it would be a good safe password. And then depending on what system is storing your information, you get all these weird strings. So you can come here and you can take one of them. I'll just take one at the top. And now this might be how your password called safe password with inner capitalization, that might be how it's saved in a database. But then a hacker could come in, and if this has been either saved before by someone else and discovered, or if the hacker just went through and made a bunch of generic things, they will have these lists, and we can see if safe password. So that one has not been found. So that would actually be a safer password for this sort of attack. Now let's try password 123. And we'll try the same batch. So password 123, let's see if that's been grabbed before and if this reverse lookup can find it. And it finds it really quickly. So if you're using password 123 and then somebody gets access to your hashtag table, they'll know that that's your password. Play with that a little bit. It's really interesting, and poke around on their pages a little bit. The next thing, this page, this shows you how to build a password that would take longer to hack. Now, if I say dog, dog would take no time for a hacker to get through. You can see down here the time that it takes for them to a hacker to get through that type of password. This would be with a brute force. Say they aren't using those hash tables. Now, if I put an exclamation point, still no time. Add 123, still no time. Exclamation point, CAT. Now it's taken 3 weeks, or between 3 weeks and centuries, depending on the system that they're using. If you do something like P#ASSWOR4, that's not a very safe one. Now, they are not saying that this is a good tool to use to say is my system safe because they are not giving equal, they are giving equal weight to everything. And so hackers will use more commonly used terms. And we're actually going to build a little hack tool at the end. But play with this. See what type of passwords are harder for computers to just brute force and attack. Now, once you play with these and watch the videos that I've asked, you're going to come and you're going to make a Google presentation or a Google slide. I want you to make it about 15 slides long. You got to title it correctly. And you're going to tell me what you have learned. I do not want more than 15 words on a page, and I want pictures on every single page. Now, the pictures that you use, I want you to source them. So I like this, this little cartoon, which I'll be sharing with you in class. And this cartoon comes from here. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to put it in my speaker notes as image source. And it's never will hurt you to source your image. So if I'm going to grab that and I'm going to say I'm going to use it on this page, I put it here. Now I don't want it to just be pictures. When I grade your slideshow, I want to be able to understand what you're trying to get at. So you do need some words, but I don't want more words. I want more pictures than I get words. So let me just, so I might have something like this. Hard for a computer, easy for me. This cartoon's about how to make passwords that are harder for a computer to guess and easier for you to guess. And you should put a few bullet points on that. One other piece I'd like to point out is I'm going to look for, if I look for a PNG, PNGs are really interesting, and I've downloaded this PNG here. It came off of this website, this Clip Art Max website, and they have a download button here, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to say image source, and then I am going to put the PNG in, and what's nice about a PNG is often it's got a transparent background. Now this one doesn't seem to be working the way I would hope, so let me grab a different PNG. And once you get it, you'll see, yeah, there we go. That's a good looking PNG because it doesn't have a background. The transparent background is good. So now I just have to grab the website that I got this off of, and I just put that down in for the source. And then I can put the things that I've been learning about in the videos and in class. You want 15 slides. You want no more than 15 words per, or 15 or 20 words per slide. And you want a picture on each one. You want the picture sourced. If you quote anything, I want the source for the quotes that you used as well. Thank you, and I will be doing another video for when we bring this over to a web page. Take care.